Page 25, the Funny Bunny. They're not introducing anything really new here except the idea of the hands can cross over. They can move. Now this is the first time when a hand has to move. Hang on to your socks. It's about to get interesting if it hasn't already. Let's look at this. You see over there in the first line where there's a half note in the middle of the line? They got a little note there, left hand over, LH over, left hand. Because your right hand is in this position. You're starting out in middle C position, but for that half note they want you to take your left hand and cross over and play that top C. Second finger, I don't care which finger you use, just play it. Don't use the thumb. Sometimes you use the third finger, it's up to you, second or third. That one, and that's really what they're after, that's about it. You're just crossing over, you're moving. You have to look down at the keyboard to do that, and then after you're done with it, you put your hand back down where it was in the middle C position to be ready to go. See, one of the things I haven't been pushing too much yet, and I need to, is you need to be able to play these pieces without looking at the keyboard. Because you can't look at the music to see the note and then look down to see what the note is, and then look at the music to see what the next note, and then look down to see where that note is, and then look at the music to see the next note, and then look down to see where that note is. That doesn't work. You got to be able to remember which fingers are on which notes. It's a memory thing. If I'm in middle C position, which finger is on an F in the right hand? And I should be able to say F is this finger without looking down at the keyboard. And that's another thing we need to work on. So go back through, if you haven't, on these pieces and play them again without looking at the keyboard. Get your hands in position to start, and then keep your eyes on the music. If you have it memorized, you can close your eyes, you can look off in the distance, whatever. Don't look at the keyboard. But on this piece, when you have to move like this, you have to look down at the keyboard to see where it is. And then you come back. But you don't have to stare at the keyboard. You know what a keyboard looks like. So you're just glancing down when it comes time to move. I usually do the move right before I need it, but I put the hand there before I need to play it. I don't like moving and playing immediately. That's dangerous. Sometimes you have to, but if you can, get it there first, and so you're ready to go. I don't get it there early. I just right before. So it's like here, when I'm playing that quarter note right in front of the half note here, that's where I would move it here. And I would move it fairly quickly. Now if that's not enough time, then you have to figure, okay, I'm going to move it, the note before that is an F, so I'll move it there. So it's ready to go. And I'm going to look down for that, and then once I'm there, I can look up at the music again, because I don't have to stay looking at it to play it. Once my hand's in that position, I can look at the music again. And then after I've played it, and the right hand starts playing again, then I can look down and get my hand back down where it goes while the right hand is playing its notes, whatever. It's, yeah, you may have to practice. We do practice hand movements in piano. If you have to move hands around, we practice that if you have to. You can practice going from here to here to here and back to here. You can practice that. You can practice even with put the right hand there. That might help. Because you got to go over the hand. And sometimes I hit it and get in the way and the hands fight. It's an ugly mess. It's just, okay. So I'll let you work out how you're going to do it. So you look down to make the moves, but only to make the moves. And the rest of the time you should be able to look at the music and not at the keyboard. Now this has phrasing in it. We want to hear the phrases. So after you play that half note, you're going to release the half note just a little bit early so we get some silence before you play the E. So we want a little break in the sound. So everywhere in here where these phrases are, make sure there's a little break in the sound. Now this starts with a pickup beat again. It starts on beat 4. There's only one note in that measure, but again, if you look at the last measure, there's 3 counts in it, so we're good to go. It's okay. What I'd like to do is play it slowly with you. I assume you've learned it now, and now we're just going to check the notes and the rhythms. So go ahead and put your hands in middle C position, because that's where it is. I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go.